Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji. Raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us observe ourselves and bring our attention within. If any thoughts are coming, just say in our heart, not this thought, not this thought. Now let us bring our attention on our left heart. I am a pure spirit. I am a pure spirit. Shri Mataji, kindly come into my heart. Now let us bring our attention on our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly bless us with thoughtless awareness state. Let us listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
You know about Sahaja Yoga. You know the technique of Sahaja Yoga. You raise your Kundalini. You clean your chakras. Try to understand about mantras. You master your mantras. You master your deities. You please them. All these things, when they are done properly, then your mental bindings will drop. Those who think they are great scientists, they will know that this is no science. The science of God's technique is much more. Those who think they are well-read people, when they read about Sahaja Yoga and work it out on themselves and see for themselves and on others, they will know that whatever they have read is all stupid, has no meaning, is empty. And that's a kind of an emptiness will come. Emptiness of ego. Because you'll see that knowledge is so great. Like Newton said that knowledge is like an ocean and I'm like a little child collecting some pebbles at its shore. What an understanding. So that emptiness comes in, and then the real knowledge starts coming. The identification with real knowledge comes. When you talk, that talk has an effect. That's a mantra. You just don't jabber. Oh, I know Saj Yoga, I've been in Saj Yoga for 15 years, good for nothing. You may be there for 100 years, but you may remain the donkey as donkey is. Absolutely. But you may remain there only for 1 year. And you may become from a donkey a human being and a yogi too. But that is what we have to, first of all, decondition ourselves by attaching ourselves emotionally to Mother. I mean, you have an advantage over many other yogis of the world who came for things that nothing to look for. They knew of a primordial Mother, they knew about this, but they had no form. You have a form. You are very fortunate and lucky people, you have a form. It's easy to adore a form than to adore something abstract in the air, you see. Absolute consciousness, how do you adore it? Where do you catch it? But that attachment doesn't mean in any way that you have to give me anything. What do you give me? Nothing. But detachment from the cause. And this works out. You have seen it in your lifetime. You also say that it works out, but somehow it worked out. What is bandhan? It's nothing. But you are attaching yourself to your mother. You're just telephoning to her. This is a telephone going to your mother. That's all. You know, I also play with you. I also say, all right, I'll give you a bandhan. I'm giving bandhan to myself. It's a telephone call. Just a telephone call. But the faith has developed now that yes, this is the real faith, where you get completely detached in your emotional things. It's just my mother, alright, just give her a bandhan, finished. My father, give him a bandhan. My brother, give him a bandhan. What are you doing? Bandhan. What are you doing? You are putting them in the bonds of your mother. But you are not conscious that you are doing that. Just binding them with the love of your mother which is flowing through your hand. What are these vibrations? It's your mother's love. You've got it. It is flowing through you. But what about your love for your mother? And that is what I find that at the time when there is complete emergency, that surrender comes. And it works. So, there's no need to create any emergencies. You must slow and steadily work it out. And it will build up by itself within you. You will have that power within you, I assure you. But meditation is one way, another is the knowledge of Sahaja Yoga. Not showing off, not telling others, but working it out on yourself. Different chakras, how they work out. On yourself, not on others. Once you start teaching others, it's a bhoot. You better learn it for yourself within yourself. I know who has mastered which chakra, which. Nobody tell others this is the way to do it. That is absolute nonsensical ego. So such things should not be done. If somebody asks you, you can tell. Individual. But on a large scale, you do not give lectures on that. And don't confuse people. Now, so we have two things that we have to get over our emotional grossness and our mental grossness. Same with our physical grossness. Physical grossness can be overcome if you surrender yourself. So one medicine is vibrations. Like Anupama, my grandchild, told her mother, you were born in allopathy, then you are falling homeopathy. Tomorrow you will find out some jumbopathy, then some numbopathy. So, but I am born in God. And I follow only God's path. And God will look after me, and God will cure me. So my daughter said, why? You may also change. He said, why? Because God never changes. Simple answer. God will cure me. But you must have that much assent to say that. As you just jump out at the time of emergency. Same sort of an urge, that same sort of a personality should be within you to say that. Just if you say, oh God, please save me. God has no time for such. You have no time for God. God has no time for you. Simple thing. So from sublime to mundane things when we come, we exist in both the things and we are effective. Whether we are in the lamp or in the light or in the oil, we are at a certain point. And we give the effectiveness without being the cause. Because you are beyond the cause. So there is no need to create any cause for anything, but you see the effect. So once the cause is finished, effect is achieved, and it achieved what is to be achieved. The correctness of it. The correct thing you get. You do not get perverse thing. But if you go with the cause, then you can have perversity, you can have all kinds of problems. So the best thing is to detach yourself from causes. And then you get the effect, like as I told you that the brake got alright. The effect was there. The car was alright. Everything was fine. So the effect was alright. But the cause was lost. There was no cause. Why? How? How the thing was perfected? If you ask the effect of it, you say, how did it get? You can't explain. It didn't work out. So because the cause is missing, you cannot put it to any cause. You sometimes say it's divine whether it worked out. So the only cause that is really effective is divinity. But the divinity should not be just as a mundane sort of a thing. All right, yes, mother's photograph is there. Namaste, going. All right, namaste. Good morning, mother. Finished. That's not good. You have to know your mother and you have to love your mother. That is what it is. It's very embarrassing to say that you must love me. But as a mother in this lifetime, I have done many embarrassing things, and one of them is this. That I don't know how to tell the truth. But this is a fact. So you need not go through any emergencies or any such problems. You just develop yourself in such a way that you are so developed that it just acts and works out. So I'll give you an example of that. It works the least in England, surprisingly, where I work the most. Least in India. I'll give a simple example now. You see, you are coming to India. Was decided I don't know how many months back. I've been to India once. And now I'm going second time. And England is the only place where you have to pay the money directly. People have not yet paid. But Australians have done it. Australians who are 80, 85 people have done it. But English have not done it. Everything they are slow. But when it comes to ego, they are the first. Their flags are the first. In ego, where is it generated? In England, the great. So when it comes to doing something, they are the slowest. When it comes to criticism, they are the highest. And then when it comes to the ego, suddenly you see, give them any position. They get it. Why? Again, you can explain. Because there's a cause. We say it is inertia. Blame someone, or it's a mood, or it's my ego, or my superego, not mine. Myself, I'm alright. Some cause. Why you have not paid so far? It's such a problem. I have to go now. If you were not coming, you should not have come. But if you are paid, you better pay for it. Now what's the matter with you? They started with 50 people, now we ended up with 35. We have arranged for it, we have ordered for things, and we have got the buses and all that. Now we have buses. Nobody asked you to come. On the contrary, I was saying keep it low, so that we'll make it nice. But you cannot have less than 350, or you can have 300, you can have 200, but you cannot just have 210. Where to put them? A simple thing. See on the mundane style. But in other places, what they have done? Alright, we have to go, mother will work it out. It's worked out. Everybody has got money, everything done, it's all here. Americans have done it, surprisingly, but English, they don't know whether they are going or not. Still, there are some who are coming, has to run up and down for all of you. I tell you, he is the one who has such patience. And I was amazed that there are still 11 people who have not paid. Can you believe? I mean, it's such a simple thing. If you don't want to go, don't go. If you want to go, you go. Tell him you are not going or you are going. Finish. I mean, nobody wants you there. But even this little thing you cannot, because you have a kind of a position. Because this has happened, because that has happened, because. So the English have to come up much more, because I have really worked for you people very, very hard, and again God has made me work again 5 years more with you. I don't know what we are going to do. Sometimes I feel I should not be back, because no use. This is a small example I give. Very small example. It's very mundane type. You can see in other places also. Like that. You tell them anything. But why, mother, it happens like that? Why do I do like this? I mean, asking me a question. Asking me the cause. Why did I behave like this? Why do I get into trouble? Like, I've known people who have been coming to Surge Yoga, doing Surge Yoga and all that. But then they go to some other Steiner's place. Then they go to some other courses. I mean, they have no faith in Surge Yoga. They are practicing this, they are practicing that like mad. Still going on. It's only possible in England, I think. Nowhere else. It's a speciality. I have known of so many people who came to Surge Yoga without practicing Surge Yoga, curing, helping them with Surge Yoga, working it out. They are in Surge Yoga. They are going to this place, that place, that. Is this the way? Now, I have known also people who try to blame the leadership. I am telling you all these things because I was very sick when I came here, really, I tell you. I was sick for 8 days and I was sick even afterwards because you are all in my body. I suffer, so I must tell you. And then they said the leadership is no good, leader should be very strong and leader should be this and the leader must have a big cane in the hand and they said, he hits us, we are not going to go. Again the cause. Again the cause. I tell you, you have one of the best leaders in government. I must tell you. He's the man who spent a lot of money. Without telling me, he's covered many expenses. His office has worked for us. He took all nonsensical people. If I told him this fellow is getting some ego, he'll employ in his office. If I say this fellow has got boots, he'll employ in his office. He has worked with such boots that I could not manage them even for a day. He tries his level best to go to people and tell them that, see now, come. He has said so many by his sense, by his understanding. But the only thing is he openly doesn't do it. That's his mistake. He should openly tell you are a boot and get cured. Then he's your honor. But if you say, come here, you see, you are a boot, doesn't matter, I've got lemons for you, chilies, you sit down. Then, mother, he was identifying himself with the greatest boot. Let us face it. If you have understanding of your leader, then you should know that I know better than you know. about it. And this is very saddening sometimes. Why don't you understand the sheer goodness of a person? The amount of books he has tolerated is in office, I tell you, I can't stand them for more than one day, some of them. So egoistical, some of them, off their heads. And some of them are so brutish that even if they come downstairs, I get a pain in the stomach, in my house. But he stood there. Why? What was the need? Just that he thought he'll help. Whenever I told him that this person is a brutish, I find him employed by Mr. Gavin. Wow. Then one day I had to tell him, sack all of them. And they were sacked. Why do we have the maximum number of booths in England? I can't understand. Is it necessary to have them around? On the day when I am going, I should not tell you these things. But when I go away, I find these booths come back. And they become the causes and the effects are shown. So I have to make a complete open picture to you to see that you can ascend to the highest of highest, being born on this great land of this country. But you can also go very down, I have seen. Because you always blame something. Last of all, Gavin. This is the worst thing that you have done. Let anybody say that to Gregor, he'll chop that person off 10 times and bring that person to you in chopped stages. Really, I tell you. He will say, what nonsense, all right, go ahead. You tell this to Warren, I don't know what he will do with all his Australian time. They are all gems, no doubt. But you deserve a man like Ravi. I thought, you are special people, that I have worked for you so much. Now I'm amazed. Decent people don't need such leaders, do you? But the people who are decent now turn out to be Australians, surprisingly, the way they behave towards things. So sweet they are, you will be surprised. The children, he bought some cups and saucers for me because when I go there, they thought they'll give me tea, good cups and saucers. So he bought for all the centers, 1 cup and saucer, good one. So the children, little children, they collected money. After all, mother will have a cake, also must have a plate too. So they sent a check here. Just see how sweet. But I never eat cakes, you know that, but still. So sweet. The children are so sweet. What is the reason? Why do we dominate or get dominated? Why? Again, the cause. Go beyond the cause. I bless you again and again today that when I come next time, see that you don't make any mistakes anymore. Meditate and meditate and meditate. And when you come to India, some of you, I would like to show them as my prize things. For where I've worked, even where I've not been. You see, somebody else has given realization to someone in Nepal, you see. And they are wonderful flowers and here I am. Something wrong with me. Where I have worked, people are more worried about the causes. I have to really make a very, very straightforward appeal to you that now, grow within yourself. Are you magnanimous? Are you generous? Are you systematic? Are you impressive? Are you kind? Are you collective? Are you attached to all these nonsensical things still? Do you talk big? Do you give big lectures? Humble down yourself. And then you will see your greatness. Unless until you put your head down to your heart, how do you see your mother? I wish you all great luck now and happy Christmas to you and happy New Year and a very great New Year in spiritual growth. Let's show it. Let all of us decide today. Forget about your wives and husbands and children and this and that nonsense now. You are yogis. You are united with divine, growing, prospering, May God bless you.
Mahamantras.
Shri Adi Shakti श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shamataji, for this beautiful collective meditation. Jai Shri Mataji. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji and take Bandhan. We will continue our collective meditation tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.